Is it okay to start? Okay. Hello, everyone. So greeting from Tokyo, and thank you for joining us. Well, my name is Yoshi. I'm fourth generation sushi chef. My great-grandfather opened a sushi restaurant in Tokyo, and now I'm taking over my family job. Well, I'm making sushi in Tokyo, my restaurant, but also I often making sushi in all over the world. And today, I want to introduce the Japanese cuisine technique and also vegetable sushi. That is the main topic of today. So first of all, I want to introduce Japanese cuisine and also about sushi on my PowerPoint. Okay, change the camera, please. All right, thank you very much. Well, my presentation is essence of Japanese cuisine. I think many people watched this movie or this presentation, and many people have interesting about Japanese cuisine. And well, this is a great opportunity to talk to the Indian people. So I learned about Indian history just a little bit. And also, I want to celebrate the great relationship between India and Japan for 70 years. That's a great. So well, and also both countries has a long history about cuisine. In Japan, we have a 2000 years history to eating a raw fish or rice. Actually, the Japanese people eating rice since before, BC 1000 years around that. And also Indian cuisine has a 5000 history. That was very surprised. So both countries, we have a long distance, 6,000 kilometers each country, but I think we have a lot of common part of each meal. And today I want to talk about what is the Japanese cuisine, especially washoku, and also talking about sushi. Many people, the sushi is just rice and fish, but actually now it's getting very popular, rice and vegetable. And also we focus on taste of material, even fish or vegetable, both ingredients. So, and later I will tell you the vegetable sushi making today. This is my profile. Well, actually I already introduced it. Well, before to be a sushi chef, I working as a travel agency. So, and also I was a backpacker. I travel all over the world. Actually, I visited India. That was a great memory in my life. So then I become a sushi chef because I want to welcome to the guests from all over the world. So now I get some lucky. So I often go abroad to making sushi to introduce the Japanese culture and food. Sometimes go to the United States, sometimes go to a European country, and sometimes go to the Asia and Oceania. And this is my restaurant. So the established 1910, about 110 years ago. Well, actually my restaurant is very old Japanese wooden house, like a Japanese small house. And also we produce just sushi. That is quite interesting because if you find a Japanese restaurant in all over the world, in overseas, some Japanese restaurant served sushi, tempura, unagi, soba, katsu, ramen, everything. But if you visit Japan to visit some restaurant, each restaurant has a specialized. So my restaurant is sushi specialized. So we served only sushi. On the same time, we served some entertainment like a geisha dancing. Well, can you see the picture of a geisha? Well, the lady who wearing a kimono and dancing on the Japanese room. So guests enjoy eating sushi and watching geisha dancing. And also I provide some interesting contents that is for foreign guests. So introducing Japan by sushi. So customized sushi making experience in my restaurant. We have a private counter and the foreign guests come to my restaurant. Of course, they enjoy eating sushi, but also they enjoy making sushi. So well, my program is once in a lifetime unique sushi experience because it's it's a great experience to making sushi in real sushi restaurant in Japan. So if you have a opportunity to visit Japan, please try to making sushi, not even just my restaurant. And actually sushi counter is a collection of plates of Japanese cultures that my introducing. Well, because everyone focused to the only food, but actually Japanese cuisine thinking about others, I mean other ingredients, dishes, atmospheres, knives, and each product, everything has a great story. Oh, many Japanese people making a great ingredients. So when I making sushi, I introduce about food, but also I introduce about other ingredients to introduce a Japanese culture. Actually, I'm doing this one not only in Japan. I travel a lot. So actually, I doing a sushi catering all over the world. So when I visited some place, I study to the culture in each place. Then I use my Japanese sushi cooking technique to express a special meal each place. That is my sushi catering. So if I might go to the India, probably I use some Indian vegetable and Indian food to make a special sushi in India. Okay, so back to the sushi. The today's topic is a vegetable sushi. Well, in my opinion, the vegetable sushi gonna be a world standard in the future because good for health and fish has a problem to the number of fish now. So, and also fish is very simple taste. Oh, it's a great because we focus on the taste of material, but the vegetable sushi, we can add the oil contents, which is not have the sushi fish, not have the fish sushi. So that is the main vegetable sushi when I make it. The spinach, tomato, eggplant, and dry bean called, we call yuba, like a tofu, and paprika and shiitake mushroom. So actually, the 2019, the G20 Osaka summit, I prepared 15 kind of fish and 15 kind of vegetable sushi. Well, because when I welcome the guests from all over the world, some guests can't eat a fish, meat, and some people don't want to eat a raw fish, raw vegetable. So actually, we can accept each request. So that's why we make a special vegetable sushi at that time. So, but when I'm making a vegetable sushi or when I'm making a sushi, we always thinking about the Japanese cuisine basic philosophy. Well, as you know, Japan has 4 seasons: the springs, summer, autumn, and winter. And we have a custom to enjoy each food and each season. We respect each material, and also we respect each region custom and each season. So when I making some food, we always think about when is the best timing to eat or when is the best time to this food seasons. And also rice is very important for Japanese cuisine because at the old time, the rice is kind of money in our history. Now we pay the tax, but all the time in Japan, we pay the rice. That is a quite interesting history. Well, in India, also many people enjoy eating rice. So that is very common part of both countries. Okay, this is a history of sushi. That many people think about sushi as a fish and rice, but actually sushi has a just 1,000 years history. So the Indian food is much more than history, right? 1,000 years ago, sushi come from the sushi culture started at western part of Japan. But at that time, we ate just fish. The rice was fermentation too. So you can see some pictures. The one sushi, which is a 300 years ago sushi, is a typical sushi in old time. So we just eating a fish. Then 200 years ago, the sushi culture moved from west part of Japan to Tokyo, east part of Japan. Then we start eating rice and fish together. So 150 years ago, we started eating like a pictures. So it's like a sushi, the same sushi style nowadays, but actually it's quite big. Maybe 2 times, no, 3 times, 4 times bigger than today's sushi. And also the sushi restaurant was on the street, like left-hand pictures. Actually, my great-grandfather opened a sushi restaurant like this. So the people just visit a sushi restaurant and grab the sushi and eating maybe 2 or 3 sushi is enough. That is sushi history. And one more interesting is sushi style is different even in Japan. Well, this is a three major cities of Japan: Osaka, Tokyo, and Kochi. And also this picture is a traditional sushi in each place. The Osaka is like a box sushi, is very famous, and Tokyo is nigiri sushi. It's a very popular style in all over the world now. And the Kochi is traditional sushi is a vegetable sushi. So we have a long sushi history, and also we have a long vegetable sushi history. Well, so what is a sushi now? Well, we have a many type of sushi in the traditional and new style. As you know, the California roll is very popular in all over the world, but also the right-hand side nigiri style is many people think it's very traditional. How about other sushi in the world? Is like this. So, strawberry roll, sushi donuts, foie gras and mushroom, and also mango sushi, sushi cup, and tonkatsu roll is very popular in European country. So many type of sushi is getting popular. So we don't know what is the standard. So in my opinion, sushi gonna be localized each place. Well, actually, even in Japan, we have a different type of sushi like this. And also, long time ago, we just eating fish, but we called sushi. So time goes change, and sushi always change now. So I think your country in India has also very interesting sushi, but that is kind of localized sushi in your country. So you can enjoy sushi each place. And this is not only fish and rice, and you can also fish and vegetable. It's no problem. And actually, if you think of Japanese food, you think about a lot of kind of Japanese food, tonkatsu, ramen, yakitori, tempura, karaage. but actually 80% country of Japan are the mountains. So I want to enjoy the Japanese vegetable cuisine. And also vegetable cuisine is big difference each family in our country. So we call the mother's taste. That is mainly boiled vegetable or grilled vegetable or something like that. So today we're gonna cooking a vegetable sushi from now, and then please enjoy some vegetable sushi today. Thank you very much. Okay. Yes. All right. This is today's a lot of vegetable. Actually, we're gonna start it. So how to cook it? But before we cook, I want to introduce some Japanese cooking material and Japanese cuisine. Actually, today's a little bit short time, so I already prepared some Japanese vegetable sushi material. Can you change the camera, please? Got it? Yeah. This is the tomato. Looks good. Looks tuna. And this is the eggplant we fried. And this is paprika. And we fried too. We boiled small asparagus. And this is a kampyo, which is just skin of some plants. And we boiled. But it's very traditional Japanese sushi material. Well, I think almost Japanese people knows kampyo. Well, even Japanese people, we enjoy the vegetable sushi, actually. This is called menegi. It's a kind of small plat. All right. And also let me introduce some Japanese knives, because each Japanese knives has a different purpose. This is for cutting fish, and this is for cutting sashimi, and also this is for cutting vegetable. Actually, we use a different knife for what I'm gonna cut. And also we have many ingredients for making sushi. And about rice, お願いします. That is sushi rice. And sushi rice is not just white rice. We mix up some vinegar. And can you see the vinegar on the plate? That is not just white vinegar, because usually vinegar made by rice. So white vinegar is very popular, but this one it's made by sake remained. So that's why it's getting dark, but it's very tasty. So traditional sushi restaurant using this vinegar to make a sushi rice. Okay, and also I want to introduce that one. This is a wasabi. It's a real wasabi. We use a special grounder to making wasabi like this. So this wasabi coming from bottom of Mount Fuji, which is the highest mountain in Japan, because wasabi need a clear water. So Mount Fuji has a lot of snow on top of mountain, and snow gonna be melting through the ground and fresh water coming out around Mount Fuji. And fresh wasabi, it is difficult to get in other country, but many traditional sushi restaurants using fresh wasabi to make sushi. Well, when I'm making sushi, usually I gonna be sandwiches between fish and vegetable, fish and rice, or vegetable and rice. Okay. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna making some tomato sushi. That is a quite unique sushi, and it's a very, very popular sushi. And when I'm making a sushi with vegetable, we always remove the skin. That is very important. So because the sushi is a very simple food, just one bite in your mouth. So if we remove it, we didn't remove the skin remain in your mouth. So I wanna making a smooth sushi. Okay, so let's remove the tomato skins. Okay. So we cutted tomato skin like this. It's very simple cut. Just skin we cut it like that. And we prepare boiled water now. So we put in like this and lowering, lowering, lowering. And now getting a skin peeled out like this. And put in the ice water because color gonna be brilliant. Then just peel out like this. Very, very easy part. Hmm. So this technique we called yumuki. Yu means hot water. So we put in the you put the vegetable in the boiled water and just skin take out. And take off the inside of the tomatoes. So we use just a thick skin. That is very important part. We cut it just thick skin. So then I using like, okay, then I make only skin. We prepare the sweet vinegar. So we dip in the sweet vinegar for just 10 minutes. So vinegar taste transfer to tomatoes. And actually, I told you the sushi rice using a vinegar. So actually good matching with between rice and tomatoes sushi. Hey. Okay, now next move to the eggplants. Usually. So, and also the even eggplants, we have to take off the remove the skin. That is very important because skin always remain in your mouth. Then we cut it like a fish. And when I'm making sushi, Actually, we use some sushi towel. We call the sarashi, which is like this, because we always cutting vegetable and fish on the same place. So that's why we always clean up like that. And get started. So we prepare the eggplant and also paprika. Here we go. This up. Oh, this is actually too high. And fried technique is not just fried. Actually, the lot of moisture is in vegetable. So when before to fry it, actually get out moisture like this and getting better. So and the sushi doesn't have a oil contents. So the eggplants like oil. Actually, many eggplants getting a lot of oil. So this is a good combination with sushi rice. And this is a paprika. And also we have to take off the some moisture and put in there. So what's the purpose of fried is just take off skin. So we don't fry it completely. We just fry about surface. Then we're gonna remove the skin of like this. The important thing is we have to remove the skin when still hot, because once getting cold, it's difficult to take off the skin like that. You don't need to catch the skin. You just push like this with kitchen paper. That is very easy. Wait. You should. Then put in some refrigerator, waiting at just 30 minutes or hours, because actually too hot to make a sushi just now. Okay, now let's making sushi from now. I got the wasabi. I got some vegetable. And also some asparagus. And maybe cutting a cucumber. Okay. So when I'm making sushi, of course, we use a both hand. But once, if I catch a rice directly, rice is very sticky. So you have to wet your hand like this. So actually, I prepare some water, not just water. We mix up some vinegar and water, same vinegar of the rice, because I want to keep the same taste. So the sushi, make a rice bowl on your right hand and get a vegetable on the left hand. We put the wasabi on the vegetable, put some rice on vegetable, turn around, sandwiches, two finger covered, turn around, sandwich, two finger covered. That's it. That is sushi making class. It's one of the difficult thing is many people ask me how much rice in one time. That is a good question. Actually, rice size is different each person's. Well, because we change the rice size each guest, each customers. Well, if the young boy coming by restaurant, I think my maker sushi is big, but already come to my restaurant, I adjust the small size because adjust the mouth size of mouth. So that is depend on the guest. And vegetable sushi is very colorful and tasty. So the many guests enjoy vegetable sushi like this. And sometimes it's difficult to making sushi. Well, because the sushi is that we have some content. We should actually connection is very important. Vegetable and rice. So soft vegetable is easy to making sushi, but sometimes we have hard vegetable like asparagus and cucumber. So at that time we're gonna using a seaweed. Making a rice, okay, wait a minute. Making a rice bowl on your right hand and get a hard vegetable on the left hand, put the wasabi on it and put the rice on it. And a little bit push and stable, turn over using a seaweed to fasten the vegetable like this. That's it. And also cucumber too, making a rice bowl on your right hand, get a cucumber on the left hand, put the wasabi on it, put rice on it, turn over, then band of seaweed. And you push, push. And another tomatoes, like this. Well, many foreign people, well, all Japanese can making sushi, but actually not. Well, the sushi is kind of professional job in our country. So, but many many Japanese people enjoy rolling sushi. The rolling, we call the temaki style. Roll. So, so that is a kind of seaweed. If you're not problem to eat a seaweed, so it's a very easy style. Just put on the rice on the seaweed and put on some vegetable and rolling. That is a very popular style over each families. in Japan. Okay. I'm gonna show you how to decorate it. So of course, in Japanese cuisine, we're using many kind of dishes, but actually some sushi restaurant put on the sushi on the leaf. That is very popular style in our country too. Maybe I'm gonna making a two more, I think. One more paprika, that is a yellow one, because we always think about the balance of the colors. And the last one is we call the kampyo, which is some skin of plants. That looks very good and also very tasty food. And then sometimes we add some spice. I know the many Indian cuisine using a spice, but in Japan, we put on some spice. Actually, this is a cherry blossom spice because now in Japan, springtime season. So the cherry blossom, we can see the many cherry blossom any place now. So the guests want to feel some seasons through the food in Japan. So that's why the seasonable food, we should add it. That is the Japanese cuisine. Okay, this is a vegetable sushi of today. Very colorful and healthy and easy to eat. So I hope you enjoy some sushi with vegetable in your country. So thank you very much. Yeah, of course I know uramaki because uramaki is very popular style. I introduced a California roll on my presentations. The California roll is a uramaki style. Actually, let me check. Okay. So when I'm making rolls in traditional style in Japan, the surface, seaweed gonna be surface, but uramaki is a seaweed inside because it's actually the nori seaweed is very popular in my country, but some country doesn't accept the seaweed because it's black. The black food is some people doesn't like it, so that's why someone thinking new idea, the seaweed put inside. So that is called uramaki. Well, actually in Japan, if you go to some rotating casual sushi restaurant, it's very, very popular. Thank you. Oh, yeah, actually the big difference. Actually, even vinegar, we have a many kind of vinegar in my country. So I use sweet vinegar. Actually, I added some sugar in this vinegar and also some sake, which is a very popular alcohol in my country because, well, in Indian cuisine, also using a many spice. That is I think in my opinion, that is a common part of between both Japan cuisine and Indian cuisine. So some country, eating beef just with salt, but we use a lot of spice. We use a lot of soup, we do a lot of material. So actually we mix up two kinds of vinegar and put in some sake and sugar inside. And each sushi restaurant and some Japanese restaurant has different taste, even same name of vinegar, because each restaurant has an original style. So please, if you come to Japan, please enjoy the many restaurants, because even just say sushi restaurant, well, the taste of vinegar is different. It means taste of rice is different. And also taste of fish and vegetable is different, because when I get some vegetable or some vinegar, we checked who made it, or where it's coming from, and how long it's stayed. So that is big difference. So this vinegar and sushi rice vinegar is different. We use a many type of vinegar. Yeah, actually, the sushi rice taste. Yeah, exactly. Sushi rice taste is different, and each sushi restaurant, especially okay. First reason over regions. If you go to the west part of Japan, the sushi rice is very sweet. If you go to the east part of Japan, generally, sushi rice is salty, because in our city, I mean the Tokyo, we focus on taste of material, vegetable and fish. But west part of Japan, they focus on the sushi, means it's kind of eating in 2 days or 3 days. So this sushi rice, actually we use a red vinegar, I told you, and I added a salt and sugar. And some restaurant just put in the sugar. Some restaurant just put in the salt. So the sushi rice taste is different each sushi restaurant. Thank you very much, and thank you for staying with me. And hope see you in India. ありがとうございました。ありがとうございます。